Hey everyone, Guy from Bright Competitions. How you all doing? Are you all doing? Oh God, let's turn that off for a start. Nobody wants to hear that. How you all doing? Is everyone doing okay? Good. Well, we are live on Instagram, and we're live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. I think I don't actually know how Twitch works. I'm not gonna lie. So we're live. It's the Q&A. That's what we're here for. So it's just a quick one. We sometimes get people watching it afterwards. We sometimes get people watching live, and yeah, we just talk about Bright Competitions, who we are, what we're doing, and what we're hoping to achieve, and what we're hoping to do in the future. So if you do have any questions at all, or anything that you want to know about Bright Competitions, that's what it is. I think we talk about it every single time. This is our fourth one, so we've been doing it for the last. We do it every month on various nights, and we talk about sort of honesty and transparency and trust, and we like to think that we are at the forefront of that, where you see us, you see me, who we are, you see kind of, I'm here, I'm the face of it. You see our the items that we have that we have on our competition. So you see me with the bike, you see the cash going into people's banks, you see me just as Freddie Mercury doing the shark and various other things. So it's all as transparent. Excuse me. It's all as transparent as we can be, and it's putting a face to it. We've got, obviously, we say it all the time. We've got our address, our company registration number. We've been registered for 8 years. Been in business for eight years. We've got our phone number on there. We've got our address, and it's me. I'm here, physical. You can touch me and feel me and see me and things. So that's kind of what it is. That's sort of what we look at doing here at Bright Competitions, trying to get as much transparency into it, because we know trust is is an important thing. So if you've got any messages, anything that you want to that you want to ask, obviously feel free. That is what we're here for. Drop me a message. It'll pop up, or it'll pop up on the feed on the phone. If not, that's fine. You can just watch, and I'll sort of explain where we've come from, which I kind of think a lot of you know, where we're hoping to go, where we are now, and so on. So competitions that we've got coming up, I've put the website in the background so you can see all the competitions coming up. We've got the Shark, we've got the £200 every single Sunday. We're going to change that. We're going to change that slightly. I said on the Sunday night reward hour, just after we do that, we do the draw on the Sunday at 8:30, and I said if we sell out 4 in the row, I will look to increase that. So it's a little bit sexier, it's a little bit more money, but I don't want to. It's difficult for us when we put a competition on. This is any competition, not just the cash competitions, whether to go for a really, 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 really low entry point, 99p, a penny a ticket, you know what I mean, or whatever, or to go with a higher price ticket and to drop the odds. So in other words, we can't do a £5,000 car, 1,000 tickets and 99p. We can't do that. But I don't want to do 10,000 tickets at a £5, because that's a lot of tickets, and I don't want people to think, 10,000 tickets at £1 or 1,000 tickets at £5. I don't want people to think, oh, my odds are rubbish, or the price is too much. So we have to kind of balance it as best that we can, and we listen to you guys, obviously, on this. What you'd prefer. We're probably never going to be a 99p a ticket company, because we don't want there to be 10,000 tickets. But conversely, we're probably not going to be ever a £50 a ticket company and do 200 tickets. We're not going to be that. We want to kind of match in the middle. We want to do sort of, we've got the Suzuki GSX L125, which we're doing at the moment, which we're doing £2.99 a ticket, 4 for 10 quid. That's great, but it's a lower priced bike. But we've got the new bike on, which is a Street Scrambler, which we've obviously upped the price a lot on that. That's £9.95 a ticket, but obviously the amount of tickets is a lot lower. It's only 997 tickets rather than 2,000 tickets. Obviously, it's a more expensive bike as well, so that obviously does that. And it's the same with the cash, the £200 weekly cash draw. It used to be £100. That sold out a few times, so we upped it to £200, and rather than going, no, we'll keep it at £1, but we'll increase the amount of tickets to 300, because it's always been 150, we doubled it to £2, so it's £2 a ticket, And people seem to like that. So it's keeping the odds the same. It's keeping 150, and if we sell out, we sell out. If we don't, we don't. We still give it away. And reading a lot of comments and getting in touch with people who have said, oh, you know, this is what we'll do, this is what we're looking at. I think we're going to continue to do that. So I think we're going to do that again. In other words, we're going to do £300 and we're going to up it to £3 a ticket. So keep it at 150 tickets, because even though it's 150 tickets, we still draw it anyway. All the competitions that we do, and we pride ourselves in that, all the competitions that we do are all guaranteed draws. We don't extend, we don't give any cash alternatives. We don't 70% of the ticket values or all that kind of stuff. When you win a prize with us, you win that prize. We do have a system whereby you can specify if you want a cash alternative. In other words, if you said, listen, I'm going to enter, we've got these two phones, for example, they're about £900 each, give or take, £1,000 each. Let's say if the prize was worth £1,000, that's easy to work out. We would happily offer a cash alternative of 80%. So in other words, we say, listen, you can have a brand new iPhone, you can have a brand new Samsung S20, or you can have the cash equivalent, but that's only 80% of the cash. So it's actually 800 quid. So you can have 800 quid or a brand new iPhone. You can have 800 quid or a brand new Samsung. That's how we do it. But if you want the prize, you get the prize. We're not saying you have to take the cash alternative. We've not sold enough tickets. We're extending the draw. We're doing that. We don't do that. We go, listen, this is the prize. Here it is. Here's photos. Here's videos with me in it. We're not a company that's waiting to sell tickets so that we can buy the prize. We already own the prize. And yeah, that's where we like to think we are honest. And you can turn around and go, yeah, I'm having the prize. I want the car. I want the Audi. Fine. No worries at all, and we'll deliver it for you. And that's kind of what we do. You know, when we delivered the Abarth last week, Lee was absolutely made up that he got that. He was never interested in the cash alternative. And I think the thing is, a lot of people mainly want the prize, and that's what we do. So with the Sunday night, with the £200 ticket, if that sells out on Sunday, next week's I will do 300 quid and I will up it to £3 a ticket. So it will be the same odds. And again, if we only sell 50 tickets, if it puts loads of people off and we only sell 50 tickets, somebody is still going to win that. Somebody is still going to win that £300 prize. So this could be the last £200. If it sells out, it will go up to £300 next week at £3 a ticket. So there you have it. That's what we're looking at doing. But we've got some fantastic prizes. We wanted to, lockdown prevented us from growing as fast as we wanted to grow. Lockdown was a little bit of an issue where we couldn't have a scenario where we wanted to move into the bikes and the cars. That's what we wanted to do. It was bikes and cars. It was always that. Bikes, cars and cash. We were never going to do tech products. We were never going to do sharks. We were never going to do, what else have we got? Cameras and all that kind of stuff. We were never going to do that. It was always going to be cars, bikes, cash. But obviously, as soon as you hit March, we started to grow and we started to go, we'll buy a car. We couldn't deliver it. We couldn't deliver anything. So rather than us going, congratulations, Mr. Jones, you've won a car, but you'll have it in 6 months, because we didn't know how long it was going to be. Nobody knew how long it was going to be locked down. So we thought, right, well, we want to continue to do prizes. We want to continue to give people an opportunity to buy tickets and win fantastic prizes. So rather than doing the cars, we'll switch to tech products. And they've done all right. People are interested in them. So we'll look to do them, and we'll look to carry on. But with the prizes that we're doing now, we've got the Suzuki on that. That's going to be drawn this Sunday, come what may. Tickets on that are selling really, really well. It's doing really well. It's a fantastic bike. Even people who are going, oh, it's not powerful enough. It's not powerful enough. You know, I've got 1,000cc. I've got a 900cc. Even they're going, but it is a really good bike though. It is a really good bike. Or they're going, it'd be good for a commuter bike. In fact, I quite like this for a second bike. So it's a very, very good bike, and it's definitely one that we will look to do again as well, going forward in the future. Maybe sort of 3-6 months, we'll definitely do one like this again, because it's got phenomenal reviews as well. But for the ones that want the power, the more power, we've just launched the Triumph Street Scrambler 900. cc. That's a fantastic bike. The Vance & Hines exhaust system on that, pipe on that, it's absolutely superb. We did a video on that, that's just gone live. We've got a Honda Civic Type R as well, genuinely one of the best I've seen. I mean, people say, well, you have to say that. Well, yeah, but I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't. I would have not bothered. I would have got something else. So that is an absolute fantastic machine. Really, really well taken care of. And again, the Audi TT as well, one owner from new. You tell me where you can get a car like that, one owner from new, in the state that it's in, which is superb. So that's what we're doing. They're the kind of things that we're looking at doing. As we go forward, we're also the good news is for us is we are moving premises at the moment, because Bright Competitions, we're going through a little bit of a change, whereby we're doing these sort of bigger prizes, and we always we were looking at moving premises. We've been looking at moving premises for 6 months. Again, lockdown didn't help, so there wasn't a lot of available, but we found somewhere, and all things being well, fingers, toes, legs, arms, everything crossed, we should be getting somewhere within the next couple of weeks. So we will be doing most of the stuff. We'll still do the Sunday Night Reward Hour here, where we do the big draws and we do the scratch cards and all that kind of stuff. We'll still do that. But all the lives and some of the draws moving forward will be done from our premises. Because right now, the vehicles, they're on my drive. The bikes, we buy all our bikes from Yule's Motorcycles. They've kindly agreed to store them for us for as long as it takes. They've kindly agreed to store them for us for as long as it takes for us to sell them, which is great. But it means it's a pain in the backside for us as well, because every time we want to do a live video, or every time we want to, take a few other pictures, we've got to go all the way to there, take a few pictures. They've got to set it all up for us, which is paying for them, and then we've got to bring it all the way back, and it's difficult. Whereas if we're there, we can just go right, put the bike over there, video, and we're done. So you guys can see what you're getting. And also, we can be open to the public in that respect. So if anybody wants to come and collect the prize, if they're local, they can come to us and they can collect it, and we can do all the footage and everything from there. So that's what we're looking at doing, kind of moving forward as well. The competition's coming up. We're looking at doing a few more. Obviously, we need your help with what we are looking at doing. But one of the competitions that we're doing is we're looking at doing over the next few weeks is a Vespa, a little scooter, 50cc, brand spanking new. Again from Yule's, they have a deal with them. It's a lovely blue one. And we're toying with the idea of doing one, and we think it's one of those that we may take a punt. It's not going to be launched this weekend, but if we do decide to go ahead, we're probably going to launch it next weekend or the weekend after. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, we are preparing for Christmas. I know, how depressing is that? Christmas already, it's not even the end of August yet. I think the thing is, no one's had a holiday, have they? So Christmas is kind of like on people's minds. Invisible cup. People are like on Christmas is like on people's minds now, because what they're looking at doing is obviously they're looking. It's something to look forward to, isn't it? Which is kind of the whole point. Something to look forward to Christmas time, and we'd like to help. We'd like to help as best you can. So we're going to be doing tech packs, bundles, Fortnum and Mason hampers, entertainment bundles. People don't go out a lot. Maybe bikes, electric bikes, because even though it's winter, you're still getting out of the house. People are still doing stuff, and it's nice for that. But what we can do, presents and toy bundles, and maybe Smith's vouchers and things like that. Amazon gift cards. We've got one of those on at the moment. So those kind of things, what we're kind of looking at doing over the next few weeks and months, because we launch our competitions about 4 to 6 weeks in advance, 4 to 5 weeks. So in other words, the one that we launched last weekend is for the 20th. So obviously the one we launched this weekend will be for the 27th of September. So give it 2 or 3 weeks, and we're middle of October when we're going to be drawing them. So that's Christmas time. You know what I mean? People are going to be looking towards that. So you will see us start to do sort of more Christmas orientated stuff. I'm talking about stuff that you could give as presents, or stuff that you could think, oh great, I can have a brand new TV in my house, watch all the Christmas movies, or I could have this, or I could have a whatever. And that's kind of what we're looking at doing. So It's a few options that we're looking at because we're looking at doing the products that everybody likes. We're looking at doing the products we know that sell well, on other competition websites as well. So we're always going to be doing the cars. We're going to focus probably a little bit more on bikes as well, because the bike is outselling the cars by quite a lot. So that's something that we're definitely going to be moving forward and doing. And we're looking at also maybe getting into some classics as well, maybe classic cars. I'm not talking about, Model T Fords or anything like that, but I'm talking about maybe some 80s cars, 80s bikes, 90s bikes, we've spotted a 55 plate Ducati, I think it's a 916, which looks absolutely mint, real classic bike. That was something that we might look at doing. And also, just a few other options. But we're always here. We're always open to suggestions. So no matter what you think, no matter what you can maybe come up with or whatever, we will look to do, as much as we can regarding that as well. So Sunday night reward hour as well. Obviously, your opinions count. Your opinions count on everything. If you think we're doing something great, tell us. If you think we can do something better, tell us. If you don't like something that we do, tell us. Obviously, where we are at the moment, it's not been easy for us in the respect of we've had to do everything from home. This is even, I'm behind a green screen, and obviously you can see me on a green screen. This is from home. This is my dining room, and that's not easy because we're having to store certain things. I've got a warehouse that I sell stuff from in my my other business, and it's difficult to kind of get where I can go, hey, look at this, whereas the new place will have a 25% of it, because it's like 4 times the size of where we are now. 25+% of it will just be for bright competition stuff, which is absolutely great, and we're really looking forward to moving in there, and we'll be able to store all the vehicles there and be able to do everything that we need from there. So we're quite excited, very excited about that. And it will make things a lot easier for us going forward. So Sunday night reward hour as well. Like I say, we'll still continue to do that, and we'll still continue to do the draws straight afterwards as well. We'll do the main draws on the Sunday. But obviously, your feedback on Sunday night reward hour, how it is it working? Do you like it? We're getting more views on Instagram, and we're getting more views on Facebook. I'm hoping that's a positive thing. I'm hoping that people are liking it. I'm hoping that people are looking at it going, yeah, we really enjoy this. This is kind of something that we can kind of get behind. They do actually enjoy it, and that's good, because we are going to we are going to keep doing that. But the thing is as well, what you've got to appreciate is if nobody's interested in it, nobody was buying tickets, we would stop doing it. That's how it was. We wouldn't continue to do that. But people do seem to enjoy the Sunday night reward hour. We're having more entrants, we're having more viewers, and it's a positive thing for us. We enjoy it as well. We enjoy it. It's hard work. I know, it doesn't look like hard work, but it's having to set up everything kind of differently. So we may, after when time goes on, we may look to do the Sunday night reward hour from the premises, or at least do the draws from there, but we shall see how that goes. So competition's coming up. The dog's just trying to get in the room. What? He's gone. Competition's coming up, obviously. That is what we are looking at as well this weekend. As you know, there is a Shark anti-hair wrap vacuum cleaner going up this weekend. £4 per ticket. It's done okay. It'll do all right. Let's have a look. We can click on and sort of find out how many tickets we've sold for that. There's only 150 tickets available, and I can't actually see that. Is it 57? I can't actually see that. You might be able to see that better for me. So it'll do well. It's a decent machine, and obviously, as you can appreciate, guys, most people do tend to buy the tickets as we get closer to the time. But the bike as well, the bike has sold surprisingly well. We've done really, really, really well on that. We've sold, again, I can't see that, 427 tickets, I think. And bearing in mind the peak time is the weekend when people buy tickets, So I think that will sell. The £200 again, that doesn't usually sell until the weekend as well. So that is a case of some, people will do that. But we've got cash prizes. We're doing another £1,000 cash draw. We've got a camera on there, which is over there. I should have brought that, but I haven't. Choice of phone, the Audi TT that's in my garage at the moment. £500 Amazon voucher, and obviously the bike and the Civic Type R. That is what we are. That is what we're doing at the moment. But we're looking at branching out. Doing more bikes and more cars as well. And one of the things that I said, if you weren't listening earlier, I don't know whether you just tuned in. If you have, thank you very much for watching. We're looking at doing a Vespa. That is something that we are toying with the idea of doing a Vespa as a prize over the next couple of weeks. That is what is potentially on the agenda, and obviously moving into the Christmas period as well, where we'll be doing various other things like Fortnum & Mason hampers and other sort of products for that. So tech products. So obviously you've got the new PlayStation that's coming out and the new Xbox that's coming out as well. So we'll look to incorporate those. So maybe a soundbar, a TV, a PlayStation, that kind of thing. To get you through the winter months, as it were, and get you through all that Christmas TV that we know everybody loves. Repeats of Only Fools and Horses, things like that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at doing. Having a few prizes, and potentially as well doing runners-up prizes. That's something that we'd look at. So if you don't win because what we do now with the main draws, for example, every time we do the main draws, what we can consider to be the main draw. For example, this weekend it'll be the bike. We always go, right, well, the first ticket out wins the bike, fantastic. But then second and third win free tickets for next week's comp. So whatever that is, there's always 2 free tickets. Whereas we're looking at doing, as we get closer to Christmas, maybe we'll do a couple of runners-up prizes. It'll be cash. It's not going to be a shed load of cash, but maybe a couple of £100. So in other words, you turn around and go, right, your big prize this week is, picking a thing out of the air, the car. But to help you through the Christmas period, we're doing 4 runners-up prizes of £100 each. So you feel like you're getting something. So if you don't win the car, you've got a chance of winning the cash. So at least it's something a little bit better, a little bit extra. That's what that's what we like to do. So yeah, just the £200 weekly cash draw. If it sells out this weekend, this weekend is the test. I said if it sells out 4 weeks on the bounce, we'll up it, and I'm hoping it will, and what we'll do is we'll up it to £3 a ticket, and it'll be £300. So the odds will be the same, and it'll just be an extra £1 a ticket, and it'll be and again it's one of those that there'll be 150 tickets, and there's no minimum. So if we sell 5 tickets, we'll still do the 150. We'll still do the £300. That's how it'll work. And I think more people are sort of interested in that respect rather than anything else. Again. Talking about the move, we are moving premises, as you know, and we're doing vehicles, bikes and cars. That is what we are looking at doing, and looking at getting competitions coming up as much as we can. But any suggestions, anything like that at all, just let us know what we're looking at doing, and we'll do the odd. We're looking at doing the odd. We'll do sort of Christmassy based draws as well, but it's a little bit of a change for us. It's a little bit of a we're moving forward as quick as we can, just because we don't have the facility to store anything at the moment. But hopefully in 2 weeks, when we do the move, 2 to 3 weeks, all things being well, we will have the facility to store lots of different things, and to be in a position where we can buy extra stuff. We can store some cars and some bikes and things, so we're not relying on other people to do that at the moment. As you know, we've changed our payment provider. That seems to be going swimmingly at the moment. We've not had any touch wood. We've not had any issues at all at the moment with that, which is great. We moved obviously to cash flows. They've done fantastically well. Lots of people have made positive comments about them, because obviously you can store your credit card details, and you don't have to, but again, you can store your credit card details in there, so you don't have to type it out every single time that you purchase an order. You just click save, and it saves it, and it saves on your account as well. And that's obviously good. We've got that's sort of kind of embedded into the site, which is pretty good. We've changed our server as well, which should hopefully, nobody again has said there's an issue. So we're hoping that in that way, no news is good news. That we can have a lot more people on site, on the site, as it were, all together. So it's a case of somebody. It's not going to kick one person off if, or 5 people trying to get on to buy tickets. It's going to crash the site. It can hold a lot of people. So we don't have an issue with that because it's a quicker, faster, better server, apparently. But it's good. So we are looking at going up and doing that. And there is obviously talk in the industry. Excuse me. This cup leaks. Shouldn't have had this one. There is talk in the industry of this kind of company being this kind of the competitions company becoming regulated, which is great. Excuse me, I mentioned to you a few weeks ago that really can't come quickly enough for us because there's not a lot of companies out there. It just takes one to spoil it for everyone. And unfortunately, it's once bitten, twice shy. And the thing is, if you go with a company that is kind of, they look really, really good, and then all of a sudden they disappear. Nobody's answering any questions, nobody's answering any emails, and they're like, there's a draw on tonight, and it never gets done. It does put you off. You do, as human nature, to tar everyone with the same brush, and it's awkward because I've seen in the last month since I last did this, I have on my phone 50 tabs open on my Google Chrome on my phone, and they're all competition sites, and I'm always going on registering, I'm refreshing just to check what they're doing, because it's you've got to look at the competition, because a lot of them are doing a lot of stuff right, and it's great, and I'm sure some of them look at us, and that's fantastic. That's kind of what you do, and I've seen 3 prominent ones disappear in the last month who are no longer there, who have not posted on Facebook, for example, since middle of July, end of July, and they've not posted, and there's nothing, and the website hasn't been altered and hasn't changed, and draws were on dates and they haven't happened, and they've not extended, and they're just there, and you can't buy tickets anymore, and they've disappeared. And that's stuff that, and I don't follow every single competition site, but I've seen 3 that have just gone, that have disappeared. And I always think that that makes our job, that makes my job a lot harder, because then I've got to do a double work to convince the people that have bought tickets with them to go, no, we're different, we're different, look at our winners, look at this, look at that. And it's like, and that's what we do, and that's why we rely on your Trustpilot reviews, we rely on your Facebook reviews, we rely on your interaction, we rely on you to go, do you know what, I've won. Hi Sammy, how's it going, you okay? We rely on you guys to go, they are genuine, and that's why I'm not afraid to put my face on here and go, look, it's me, hello, this is me. My details are on the site, everyone knows me as part of this. Our address is on there, our phone number's on there, our company registration number's on there. So when people type in scam, because you're always going to get that. It doesn't matter. You could be going for 20 years and people say, they look at, it's like going to the national lottery and going scam. Well, all right. When people do that, it's up to everyone else to go, actually they're not. And the thing is, those type of people, they're not the people we want. We don't want those kind of people. They're just the people that would say scam to anything because they want to make a point. They want to raise their voice, and so it is. It's up to you when we do these things. You look at our winners page. You look at the we want your photos when you win. We want your comments. We want we want to do this for sort of for you as it were, because without an audience, we're playing to an empty room, as it were, and that's no fun for anyone. So these are the kind of things that we're looking at doing. So it's checking out the competitions that's coming up. Obviously, we think we've got some fantastic prizes, but again, we're testing them out, because if it's a case of, we've not got fantastic prizes and people are not buying tickets, we think again, we have to take risks on this, and as I always say, it's a two-way street. You come to us and you buy a ticket with us, that's you taking a risk on us as a company. So we repay the favour to you by going, we're putting these products on. If we sell 10 tickets, it's a guaranteed draw. So if we lose money on that, and we do occasionally lose money on products, we do, for example, when we first started the £100 draw, as it was, we sold 20 tickets, I gave away £100. When you take into account fees and advertising, I probably lost a couple of £100 on that. But that's how you build up trust. They trusted me, so I'm going to try and trust them. And now, obviously, it is all about that. It is a two-way street, and we understand that. We do completely understand that. So obviously, the competitions coming up, we hope will be good, and we hope people will, will like them. But if there's any issues, obviously let us know. If you want to see other things on Bright Competitions, let us know. Again, as I mentioned before, we're moving premises. That's very exciting for us, because it means we can get bigger and better stuff. We can store stuff. We can do videos. Frequent post special we're sharing with them. Oh, Sammy, thank you. Yeah, I've been seeing your. So, oh, fantastic. So there you go. That is exactly what it is. Sammy, you've absolutely 100% hit the nail on the head. I was a bit apprehensive about this page being quite new and never heard of you guys before. It's not that new. We've been going since November. But that's fine. I do take your point. Take your point. Never heard of you guys before. Super happy with the website and frequent posts, and especially live. And we'll be sharing with all our friends and family and our own boxing club members. #125cc. #BikerGirl. Fantastic. I'll put that hashtag on this if you don't mind. But that's exactly what it is. It's all about trust, and that's kind of what we do. That's sort of kind of where we go with this. And when we started this, we didn't set up a company to do this. We didn't set up a separate company to do this. We ran this through our existing company. So we've been going since 2012. We've actually been going earlier than that, but we only registered the company in 2012. So in November the 13th, it was, I remember the date, this year, our company, my company, will be 8 years old. So it'll be 8 years old. So we've been going for 8 years. We are not a company that started up, registered last week, and now we're running competitions. It doesn't work like that with us. The company that we're running all the competitions through is exactly the same company that I trade through day in, day out, and have done for the past 8 years, almost 8 years. And that we want that to give you the confidence to go, oh, they're not just a company that started last week. They're not registered on Companies House. Let's check them out. Oh yeah, they've registered, but they were only last week. Go on and check our accounts. Our accounts are publicly available because they have to be. You can check our accounts. You can check us out. You can check our address is on our website. Come down. We're in Chorley in Lancashire. Don't come down in the next couple of weeks because we'll have moved, because we're moving premises. The phone number's on there. Phone us if you need to know anything. I had a guy who phoned me today. He just wanted to make sure that his payment had gone through. He hadn't seen email confirmation. No worries at all. It's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? We want to make this as transparent and as easy as possible. When you go onto a competition website, we always say the same thing. Number one, is there a face? Are all the company details? Can you contact them via any other method other than email? So in other words, can you phone them? Do you know where they are? Have you got the company registration number? Can you see them? Can you ever actually physically visit premises? You can do all that with us. Is there a face to the company? In other words, if somebody takes a risk and the company goes bust and they go, oh, they can walk away scot-free. I can't do that. This is my face. People know who I am. You know what I mean? I just can't go away. They know my phone number. They know who I... This is what I mean. If we ever close down, you know what I mean? We can't do that. It's just something that we can't do. We will continue doing this. And the third thing is, when the prizes are there, can you physically see the prizes, or are they stock photos of the prizes? Because that's another thing as well. When somebody's got a Ferrari, oh, you can buy tickets to win a Ferrari. Are they with the Ferrari going, this is the Ferrari? Them getting in and out of the Ferrari. Is the Ferrari in their premises, outside their premises? Is it genuinely there? If it is, fantastic. You know, that's really all that you can do. We're with the bike every single week. We did a live yesterday with the bike. We did a live with the new bike. We do lives all the time. We've got Kerry Katona came round to my house last week before. We did a video. We did a video there, basically of her with the Audi TT and the Abarth that was done last week. Are the prizes being given away? Are they actual winners rather than Steve's won? Well, where's your live video to show that he's won? Where's a photo of Steve with the prize? Where's the Trustpilot review saying that he's won the prize? Is it from a different person, or are they all the same? That's all that you can do, and we try and be as transparent as possible. We can only do what we do. If there's anything that you need that you think we can do better, fantastic. I will be doing a live video. As soon as we move into that premises, I'll be going, here's the new premises, so you can see. I'll be taking you outside, I'll be taking you all around, I'll be showing the cars in there and everything, so that you can see this is where we are. It'll be an empty warehouse, but you'll be able to see this is where we are, okay? And that's it. So, like the message from Sammy before, really appreciate it. That you can, and we've got another bike on, Sammy. I don't know if you've just got a 125 or you've got your you can drive faster bikes than that, but we've got another one on. So yeah, that's kind of it. And I appreciate everyone that's come on. Amy's on; she's a previous winner with us. I can see you on Instagram. Hi, Amy. So that's it, really. Really, we want to make this as transparent as possible. We want to be. We want to be. It's bizarre. I kind of want to say we want to be the number one competition. We don't want to be the number one competition company, which is a strange thing to say. But what we want is we want people to look at a prize on our website and go, yeah, I do want to enter with that because I know they're real. I know they're genuine. I know they're trustworthy. I might never buy a ticket from them before, and after this, I might never buy a ticket with them again. But I know that my ticket's safe, my money's safe, and I know that prize is going to be won. No extensions, no cash alternatives, no 70%, no nonsense, no BS. Basically, we put a prize on to win this GSXR 125 on Sunday. That's going to be won on Sunday. If we sold no more tickets, I'm going to be delivering. Well, I'm not because I can't ride, but I'm going to be meeting the delivery driver, whoever that may be. We'll use the same guy we used last time because he was amazing. Wherever that ends up, I will be there greeting the delivery driver and the winner with the keys to the bike, a handshake, a mug, and a camera, and that's what it'll be. So you'll be able to see there's an actual winner. And that's what we do. So they're the competitions coming up. That is what we are looking at doing. So it's potentially the last week of the £200 weekly cash draw, because if it sells out, I'm going to up it to £300. £3 a ticket, £300. That's what we're going to be doing. We've got the Shark this weekend. We've got the bike this weekend as well. We've got a camera, choice of phones, Audi TT. That's only in 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks on Sunday. That one's going. £1,000 cash as well. An Amazon voucher. Dog's going mental. And we've put a Street Scrambler on. And we've also put a Honda Civic Type R. And we're looking at one of the things that we are looking at doing. Because we wanna find something that nobody's done, that nobody wants to do. Maybe, but we're gonna risk it. We're gonna go with a Vespa. I think we're gonna do that in a couple of weeks' time. Got my CBT next month, so 125 for now. It's good for people starting out. I just love the new spec. I did see the Triumph, but what about you? Bike? It is, isn't it? It's like I appreciate the beauty of things. It might not be my cup of tea, but I look at it, and with bikes, it's like that. I don't ride, and I am genuinely thinking of learning. Because I go into that bike place that we buy the bikes from, which is Yule's Motorcycles, and I'm looking around going, oh my god, they've got a Bonneville bobber in there. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life, and I'm just thinking, I couldn't ride. It would kill me. I can't ride that, and I'm thinking, maybe I should just, you know what I mean, just to have the experience. And I kind of see what, I'm probably past it's midlife crisis age for me doing that. That's the problem. It's a midlife crisis thing. That's what everyone will go, oh, you have any midlife crisis, you learn to ride. But I look at them and I just think, yeah, you know, I really, really would. And even that Suzuki, but yeah, that Triumph. Oh, Sammy, you can buy a ticket for that because that will give you the impetus. It will give you maybe the push to get your main license quicker. How about that? Can't say fairer than that, can you? But no, it is. It's absolutely beautiful. And we were looking at a classic Ducati as well. We've been looking at loads of stuff. It took me a while because it was a KTM Adventurer, and I was a bit like that instead of this one. But that one is this one that we've got, the Street Scrambler. It's an absolute beauty. And the photos, genuinely, I know everyone says, but the photos don't do it justice. They really, really don't do it justice. But we got the cars as well. If you don't ride like me, even though I'm very, very close, literally where I live, I can walk to a place that you can learn to ride. There's no excuse, really, is it? There isn't an excuse. But yeah, there is a. So there were cars on there as well. So, you know, there's an Audi TT on there, which is immaculate, and there's also a Honda Civic Type R. So there's a couple of options that you can. Rich, CBT just expires, but I can do it again. Exactly, that's it. It's getting the impetus. Long story short, I'm really, really proud of myself. Passed my driving test for first time. Hey, aren't I amazing? Failed my bike license, and I never went back to it, and I should have done, and it was a big mistake. It really, really was. I did that. This is going back a long time, probably close to 15 years more. And I'm on it, and it was at the lights, and a car was turning left, and I was in just at the right because I was going straight on, and it pulled out to turn left. So it pulled out in front of me, didn't see me. So I moved, and I slammed on. And I skidded about an inch, and the guy went, "I've got to fail you for it." And I was absolutely gutted. And I just went, nah, and I never went back to it. And I stupidly should have done it. I should have gone back to it. And I think I will now. I've got because we're doing all these. But yeah, we're looking at other ones. So we're looking at a Vespa. That's the next thing. Just because I've been following competition types for 6 months plus now, 8 months, and nobody's done one, and that's probably the only reason why I'm just going to give it a punt, just to see if we can get a little bit of interest. And, you know, maybe we'll still do the bikes, we'll still do the cars. That's a definite, and we'll always try and have one on, one off. So obviously, you know, when this GSXR is won on Sunday, we've got the Street Scrambler, and then when that's won, we'll have another bike and so on. So there'll always be a rolling supply of bikes that we'll have. But this Vespa is just a little bit out there, but I'm going to give it a go, I think. The more I think about it, the more I think, yeah, I'll take a punt on that and see how it works. But yeah, we are moving premises, which is great news, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. It's all good, and we've got a place to store everything. We're obviously looking towards Christmas time now as well. You know, Christmas time is a big time for us in the other business because it's all retail, and we're looking at, you know, we do advent calendars and we do all that kind of gubbins, and that's something that we really, really, really want to push, because we've not done them. Even though we started in November last year doing the competitions, we didn't really do anything over the Christmas period because we were so busy with the others. But now we've got the facilities to do that, and we've got stuff. So we're looking at doing the usual tech packs. But any suggestions for Christmas stuff, throw them out there, because aside from sort of big, massive Christmas hampers, vouchers, cash, you know, obviously the usual stuff, the vouchers, cash, Fortnum and Mason, big hamper kind of things, you know what I mean? Food, big sort of food products, and tech bundles, you know, like TVs and Netflix subscriptions, that kind of things for all the Christmas period, and, you know, sound bars and all that kind of stuff. Fine, but that's really kind of where it ends for us. You know, that really kind of where it ends. So your vouchers, your cash, your tech bundles, you know, your home entertainment bundles kind of thing. That's kind of where it ends. And, you know, we're kind of thinking, what else can we do? So any suggestions at all, feel free to go, do this, and we will definitely have a look. Otherwise, it will be much more. Yes, we'll still do the cars. Yes, we'll still do the bikes. but you know, it's something that we can't do things like obviously garden furniture and, you know, things like that we've done before. So we're a little bit kind of stuck. The dog is making a hell of a noise. I'm sorry if you can pick that up. What are you doing? Are you eating something? I think he's eating something. He's eating his little thing. What are you doing? Right. So yeah, any suggestions that you've got, let us know. But maybe moving into classics in the new year, a little bit of classic cars like 1980s stuff, you know, classic bikes, stuff like that. And yeah, we're going to continue to do all the stuff that we normally do. We're just trying to get maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit better, but we'll always stay. Sounds a bit corny, but we'll always stay true to our roots with the little cash prizes and the little sort of products like this, which you can see. Where am I there? That one as well. I'll be defo trying for a full A license. Apart from the joy of bikes, taking life by the ears. Yeah, I passed first time car license. Awesome. So it gave me a push, and now my son is 2. A bit more time for me to do what I want when he's running riot at the gym. Exactly. Do it, not a midlife crisis. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Maybe bundles for children for Christmas or movie bundles, cinema passes. Yes, exactly. That's exactly the kind of thing that we're looking at. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly the kind of thing. So bundles for children, yeah, because we were looking at things like the vouchers. So yeah, we do the Amazon stuff, but like Smith's vouchers, Argos vouchers, which you can get. But yeah, movie bundles, cinema passes as well. Because I mean, even out of lockdown, I never go to the cinema over summer. I very rarely go. You know, summer blockbusters and all that. I take my daughter maybe once or twice, obviously we can't now, but irrespective of that, but as everything starts to reopen, then cinema passes for a year and stuff like that, because we were looking at things like, because at the Christmas time, obviously if we're launching it, so we'll be towards Christmas, Merlin passes was one of those things, maybe holiday vouchers, things like within the UK, like Centre Parks and stuff, that was an option. But yeah, so apart from that, we'll continue to do the Sunday night reward hour. We're going to keep that as it is for the time being. The only thing that we might do is as we start, because we wanted to start a little bit small, so we're adding a £1 a ticket. That £1 a ticket thing will never change. I can guarantee you that. We're never going to up that to sort of £2 and £3. It will always be £1. And it will always be, the scratch cards, £100, 50 quid, a minimum, first prize 100, second prize 50 quid. But obviously, depending on how much we draw, it will be potentially a little bit more. The only thing that we might change are the subsidiary prices, because if we all of a sudden start to get, 300-400 people a week join in, I can't with good conscience just keep 2 free tickets and £10 website voucher and then £100, 50 quid. So what we'll do is we'll up the other prizes. So we'll do a little bit of merchandise, we'll do maybe 5 free tickets, maybe £50 website credit, or maybe £50, 25, 10. We'll do something else. So as we start to sell a lot more Sunday Night Reward Hour tickets, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, will happen, we will start to add more prizes or increase existing prizes. See how that works, basically. And also merchandise was something that I was going to mention. Charlie, will you stop making all that bloody noise? What are you looking for? Have you lost something? I think he's lost something. So yeah, we were talking about some merchandise things, and obviously one of the things that we do is we have the Hammer winner cards. You've seen our winners with those, and we send out mugs, which people drink out of all the time, which is great. And I've seen people, people do use them. And we wanted something. We didn't want to give something when people win. We didn't want to give them something that they weren't going to use, or they were going to go, oh great, and it was going to get lost. Obviously one of the things we thought about were pens, but people can lose pens. Even though people use pens, people can lose them. And the card is just for the photo. Whatever you do with the card after that is fine. That was just a little bit of something. But we thought, what do people use on a regular basis? And obviously the mugs, they were the next choice, with the next best thing. But the other thing that we were looking at was clothing, and we're thinking of, obviously I wear the t-shirts, no one's going to wear the t-shirts, but I've got hoodies for everyone who works for me. I've got Bright Competitions hoodies. I've got one here. Oh my god, as if by magic. There we are. So it's just a black hoodie. It looks amazing. I really like this because it's got that, and it's just got Bright Competitions, and they printed it wrong because they printed it on the sleeve like that, and they were supposed to print it down the sleeve. But that's kind of thing. This is a sample anyway. But it was like a hoodie, and I thought, would people be interested in a hoodie? Would they wear a Bright Competitions hoodie? Because obviously there's no point in us giving it out if people are like, don't really want. I'm never going to wear it, you know. But that was a possibility. And the other one was baseball caps. We looked at a company that does baseball caps. It's Bright Competitions baseball caps. They're really cool. They really look. The caps themselves are amazing. But are people going to wear Bright Competitions baseball caps? That's the kind of thing. So, again, we look to you guys. Any idea on merchandise that's something that, you know, you would actually use. You know, you actually go, do you know what? I would actually use that if you got that. And obviously the mug is something that I know everybody uses. Everyone that says, you know, who says got a mug, they're like, oh, I use it at work, or I use it at, you know, use it at the office, or I use it at home, and that's brilliant. But it's something else that people would use. So come up with that. Right, okay, so that's 50 minutes of your time. I do apologise for taking so much up. Thank you for watching. Any questions? I mean, we do this. It's just me chatting about Bright Competitions. You obviously can, you know, you can comment, you can not comment. It's completely up to yourself. It's not an issue, but it's just me telling you sort of what we're doing and putting a face to the name, putting a face to the company, so you know who we are. But just to recap, check out the competitions coming up. Vehicles, bikes and cars we're always going to do. We are moving premises, which is very exciting for us. Christmas stuff, any ideas you got, we're going to be throwing some stuff out there. We're going to be throwing some polls out there as well. You'll see a Vespa going on over the next 2 weeks. Take that how you will. Hopefully you'll go, do you know what, I'll have a punt on that. I can tell you now, it's going to be the same price as the Suzuki. It's going to be $2.99 a ticket, four for 10 quid. We have arranged water bottles with a clip for when people are cycling, training, winter hat, gloves, shirts, hoodies, shorts, works a treat. Yeah, they are. I mean, that's definitely an option. Water bottles was another thing. That was another thing that we were looking at. It was a toss up between a mug and a water bottle. So I wouldn't do both. So because we do the mug, I wouldn't do the water bottle. But yeah, I kind of think that, yeah, winter hat, gloves. Yeah, winter hat, because one of them was like a beanie hat rather than a cap. You know, the sort of woolen hat things. That was another option we were looking at doing. We'll see. We'll have a think about that and see what's what. But there is a company that sent me a catalogue just before I left work. So who knows? So yeah, Vespa, classic cars and bikes potentially. Sunday night reward hour. And obviously we just say the same thing. Share. Like our page. Share it out to everyone. And watch our live draws. And I really, really hope, you know, that... we become a part of your competition experience, and we want to be the one that you go to. You might not buy every ticket with us, you might not enter every competition, but we want to be the company that you look at and you go, I'll see what they're doing before you look at anyone else. That'd be great. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. What else have you said? Maybe car mats, bike gear. Well, you know, but we need to do a few more bikes before we start doing the bike gear. But yeah, 100%. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to bid you adieu. Don't forget, this weekend, we're going to do the Shark on the Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And then we've got the £200 weekly cash draw, which you can see if you're watching on Facebook. We've got the Suzuki GSX R125 as well, which we're doing on Sunday. So join us on Saturday from 8 o'clock for the live draws. I'll be going live again probably on Friday just to let you know exactly kind of what's going on. And yeah, have a good rest of your week, and I shall see you I'll see you for the live draws. I'll see you for another live, but I'll see you for the live draws definitely at 8 o'clock on Saturday. Good night, cheers, thank you for watching.